remember what it was.
Okay, well, speaking of Josh, I have many Jewish friends. We have many Jewish friends, and by many Jewish friends, we mean Josh.
2. I know 2. Evan.
Oh, Evan.
2.
That's all of them. So,
You can say the N-word now. I'm just kidding.
So I went up to him the other night and I said, "Hey, Josh, anti-Semitically speaking,
Semitically speaking.
Semitically speaking,
it's really funny instead of like
if you were to hear somebody say, "Hey, I believe that there is a Hollywood conspires to put black men in dresses in order to emasculate them," would that throw up any red flags for you? And then he went, "Oh, definitely." So, did you watch the SNL, Chappelle's SNL thing?
No.
So he came out there and everybody was expecting him to just bash trans people again. And instead...
He made out with one.
Not in front of a camera, he didn't.
I was like, "Come here, Gordon. Sarah." And then just like starts making out with him.
So... well, dude, some people walked off. A couple writers decided not to do it.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I wouldn't have walked off, but I would have pitched. How about I want you to debate a 10-year-old on trans and gay rights, and then just film it, and then just edit, all the parts where you make a good point.
And take out the 10-year-old?
No, just have the 10-year-old owning him.
Oh, okay. Oh, take out all the parts.
No, I just want to film. Chappelle is so scared to have anybody catch himself on camera losing an argument with anyone that he just avoids debating any of these issues with anybody. And it would be fucking funny if you just took a 10-year-old and just who has maybe like a transgender family member or a gay relative or something, and then have them like debate, and then just film like Chappelle losing an argument to a 10-year-old. It's just fucking funny to me. But anyways, so instead everybody kind of walked away going like, holy shit, is this guy anti-Semitic? Because it sounded like he was just sort of teaching Kanye. It was kind of funny, but he was like sort of teaching Kanye on how to hide his anti-Semitism was pretty much the premise of the bit. And he would say, though, here's the problem, though. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, this is I thought back to this Oprah interview he did. After his nervous breakdown, Oprah tried to pin him down onto why he left. He's always talking about how he walked away on some kind of principle, but he never really explains what it is.
Yeah.
And then, and he goes, and she tries to pin him down, and he never fucking says exactly why he walked away. He just says crazy shit. And this is the craziest fucking shit. I gotta go get my phone though. I forgot it.
Okay.
You can go ahead and play it if you want.
Alright. Just gonna wait for him. I'm not gonna play anything without my boy Paul. Oh, that was cool. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was checking something. It's honestly a good time for you to leave. Alright, here we go.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, these brothers gotta wear a dress. That's happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this...
Real quick, he's on a Martin Lawrence movie. I wonder what the writer or the producer or whoever who had this idea, I wonder why they thought they could get away with putting somebody in a dress for laughs? Could it be because he was in a Martin Lawrence movie? Okay,
He wears a lot of dresses, doesn't he?
He did Big Mama's House.
Big Mama's House.
Big Mama's House.
An entire movie in a dress. And that was his idea conceptually. I feel like you can't be presented with Big Mama's House. You know what I mean? I feel like you gotta pitch that.
There was a sequel, right?
Probably. There had to be at least 3 of them.
I wonder how much money that movie made, and I wonder why somebody would be motivated to attempt to repeat it.
White Chicks too. I mean, this might have been before White Chicks.
Let me tell you something. AFI used to do lists of the greatest movies to promote.
So not the band.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the American Film Institute.
Okay, that's what I thought.
In their top 5 greatest comedies of all time, number 1 is Some Like It Hot. Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon. They're white. Dustin Hoffman and Tootsie is number 2. And I think number 4...
Does that mean Robin Williams stole the role of Mrs. Doubtfire from a black man?
No, I think Big Mama's House came out after Mrs. Doubtfire.
The spiritual predecessor to Big Mama's House, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes! Yeah!
That's so funny.
Yeah!
It's...
Blaxploitation movies were like that back in the 1970s. They used to do... They would do a different version of some other movie.
Yeah. That's what Black Dynamite was, right?
Yeah, that's why Quentin Tarantino always said Pam Grier was so special, because there was no white version of her.
Yeah.
She was a unique enterprise. Anyways, point is yeah, and then Mrs. Doubtfire is like number 4, number 5. So, anyways, I'm just saying.
Historically speaking, dudes in dresses are funny.
Well, according to movie studios, they have all sorts of opinions.
Back in the good old days, they didn't even trust dingy broads to play themselves. All right, they were like, "You guys are gonna fuck this up, so we're gonna put dudes in dresses."
You know who fucked up Dirty Work? Fucking Dirty Work. You know what their genius idea was? The studio's genius idea was?
Dirty Work was the
Norm Macdonald movie. Bob Saget, Artie,
and Dave was in
Chris
that
Farley.
too, right? Yeah.
No, he was in Screwed.
Oh, he was in Screwed? Oh, okay.
Studio's idea was like, let's make this movie PG-13. So we'll just cut certain jokes out and...
Yeah, I'll clean it up a bit.
Yeah. The studio, Chris Rock got very big right around the time Pootie Tang came out, so they just took the fucking movie from Louis C.K. and was like, and tried to recut it, tried to re-edit it to make it like make sense. But there was just no possible way they could do it, so they made it worse. So
it just made less sense. Yeah. Yes. I think I heard an interview with, because I didn't even know Louis fucking wrote Pootie Tang until I was watching. I think it might have been an old Stern or O&A. And yeah, he was talking about the cut that made it to theater compared to like his original final cut were completely different movies.
Yeah.
And then like and then
yeah,
trying
and
to make it make sense, it made even less sense.
Then he pointed to Roger Ebert's review, and if you watch Roger Ebert's review, and he's like, it's like somebody took this movie and recut it
to try and make it
better, and it made it worse. But go ahead, he just keeps going.
Dress on and what? Prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We were supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. Huh. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man.
He was in You Got Mail. The only time Tom Hanks played a truly evil character is in the movie, the romantic comedy You Got Mail.
I've never even seen that movie.
For some reason, don't take my word. I like all kinds of bad movies that I just.
It's solid though. It holds up.
It's a metaphor for capitalism and fascism. It's written by Nora Ephron.
I never would have expected that.
It's about a woman. Dave Chappelle plays Tom Hanks' best friend, and my point is they never made him wear a dress in that. So wow, weird. It's weird how it only happened in a Martin Lawrence movie. But anyways,
where he's worn dresses before.
No, I'm just saying it's So there's a subplot. So it's about a guy who runs Barnes and Nobles, and he's taking over this woman's business. He's running her out of business.
And they fall in love that way.
They fall in love through email, through a chat room that they met.
But they don't know it's each other.
He knows it's her. She doesn't know him. So not only does he have economic power over her, he has psychological power over her.
He's love raping her.
Then there's a subplot where her aunt reveals that she dated Francisco Franco, who I believe was a
James
dictator.
Franco's dad?
No, he was a dictator in Spain, a fascist dictator in Spain. And she fell in love with him. And it's just a subplot that they just do as a sort of joke, like a weird story that's in the middle of the movie, but it's never really explained what relevance it has to the rest of the movie. But to me, like when you're writing in subtext, you're giving a little key to open it up, and that's the key. And you go, holy shit, Tom Hanks is a fascist.
Yeah, he is rich.
Who's winning her heart and mind through manipulation and economic power.
And email.
Exactly. And also, there's also a thing where he says that everything you need to know, you learn from The Godfather.
Really?
Yes, and the mob is built on fascism.
Fascism?
Or is the Roman Empire, or whatever you want to call it.
That's a red flag.
Authoritarianism, yeah.
Anybody that has one movie that they're just like this.
Did they base their life on?
This is what you can live by.
It's a charming scene.
Insane.
He's like, what do you bring to... He's like, he does it in a very charming way. He's like, well, what do you bring? You're not too sure what to bring to the party? Leave the gun, take the cannoli. You know? It's like jokes like that. Anyways, all right. So I just wanted to point that out that there are plenty of movies where Dave Chappelle was not required to wear a dress. So
Men in Tights, he was wearing Spanx.
Yes.
But not a dress.
I feel like everybody was.
Yeah, I guess you could argue that. And that little thing, it wasn't really... It was just kind of like a shirt that kind of had a belt in the middle and went a little bit past your dong. That was kind of
That's a musical?
What? Yeah, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, okay.
Some say musical, some say masterpiece. And then you turn 13 and you're like, oh, okay, it's a musical.
Oh, I gotta see that now.
Yeah, I don't know how well that.
Hey, do you respect the fact that I just told you? I love You Got Mail. No, don't watch it. It's terrible.
No, I've heard a lot of people say that they enjoy
because I know there's movies. I just pride myself on my ability to recommend movies. Like there's movies I like.
And then there's movies that other people.
Yes, exactly.
Kevin Smith was on your mom's house.
Oh, did you watch Al Franken?
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah, we should do this later as a palate cleanser. I've got the Steven Seagal thing if you've got time.
Okay.
So.
I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally...
Milton Berle, white guy.
It's like, and he leaves. And then, like, the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. What is wrong? What is this?
She's looking at him like he's crazy.
So then...
Wait, what did he say?
Oh, he said, what is this, Brokeback Mountain?
It would be great if you wear the dress. What is wrong? What is this, Brokeback Mountain in here? So...
Nobody even wears a dress in that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie. Is there a lot of dress wearing?
No, it's a beautiful love story about two cowboys that just are alone on a mountainside a lot, and they're just like, hey, maybe we do love each other. And then they do love each other.
That's why. So then... wear the dress. I don't want to wear the dress. I want to wear this dress. You know what I mean? This is... Oh, gosh, this guy's so difficult. They leave. Now the producers come on, David would be so great. I mean, and then I started thinking about it. All the comics that I've seen, man, strong brothers, why they be putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later, the whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast? It's like, so you gotta take a sting.
Okay, do you know who's tricking? See, Big Mama's house, first one. Do you know who's tricking Tyler Perry into wearing a dress? People who buy tickets to Tyler Perry movies. That's who's tricking.
Yeah, I mean, well, Tyler, because I think Medea started out as like a play. I think it started out as like a street thing, like he was homeless.
Yeah.
And then it just slowly built to an entire empire.
Yeah, this sort of church circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him just throwing on a dress and a curly wig and going, hello.
Yeah, so I'm not saying he's anti-Semitic. I'm just saying if he were anti-Semitic, that's the kind of thing he would say. Also, this.
I know the Jewish people have been through terrible things all over the world, but you can't blame that on black Americans. You just can't. You know what I mean? Thanks to the one person that said who.
Nobody knew what the fuck he was talking about. Do you know what that means?
I mean, I guess I...
Who was blaming black people for the Holocaust?
No, I think he just means maybe that, like, what's going on between what people think is, like, black people through Kanye and Kyrie and everything attacking Judaism or Jews is similar to the Holocaust. Maybe he's trying to... I don't know. That's all I'm... because there is tension there now.